Hello everyone, my name is Manish Ruhail aka Manu, and I'm from New Delhi, India. I'm 36 years old, and as a fitness professional I am a certified personal trainer and also a certified fitness nutrition specialist from American Council on Exercise. Part of my career also includes me representing brands such as TRX, Bosu, IKFF, Les Mills as master trainer. But right now I am with the International Kettlebell and Fitness Federation as a master trainer for both level 1 and level 2. And I'm also a master trainer for Bosu Balance Trainer. I represent my country for kettlebell sport, and I've been into the sport from last 7 to 8 years to be precise, and I've competed a lot on a lot of occasions in a lot of cities and countries. But the best memories that I have is from IGSF World Championship Uzbekistan and IGSF World Championship at Australia, where I was able to win a gold medal for my country. And in fact, at IGSF Australia, I was also able to crack a ranking known as Candidate Master of Sports, which was a very proud moment for my country, India, and myself. As a fitness professional, I love to teach, and I've been a part of the most reputed fitness academy of India, that is Classic Fitness Academy, run by Chirag Sethi. And imparting knowledge to fitness aspirants is one of my passion. Well, let me start by saying that I'm really grateful and thankful to God for always being on my side and helping me stand where I stand today in fitness industry. And I also want to say thanks to my mom. She has been the biggest support to me so far in my career of last 13 years. Had she not been there, I wouldn't be standing where I stand today. So thanks to my mom. The challenges that I faced in fitness industry. The challenge that I faced in the initial stage, and I still remember it till date, was that my seniors and my managers used to make fun of me. They used to laugh at me because I wasn't really a qualified or educated fitness professional. And I used to get a lot of critics, which was okay, but it shouldn't have happened in front of my personal training clients, but they did that anyways. But when I sat alone and I really gave it a thought, I took it as my motivation, and I said that I'm not going to give them any more opportunity to laugh at me or to make fun of me. I am going to qualify myself. I am going to educate myself. So that's how I came over that barrier that I had in the beginning of my fitness career. The other challenge was that I had to work and also study at the same time. And there was no margin for any error, like both had to be done really well. One was to retain my job and the second one was for me to be able to grow myself in fitness industry. And so I worked really hard. I used to train myself, I used to train my clients, and I also used to study every single day to make sure that I do not lag behind when it comes to fitness education and studies. Why I decided to become a fitness trainer? Well, I have no ideas. I was always passionate about training and teaching people, telling them what fitness means, what I understood back then and what I understand today. So I always refer that I've been into fitness industry from last 13 years, but originally I have been into fitness industry even before that, before these last 13 years. But back then I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't doing it professionally. I was just doing it to help people. So I never considered that. I only considered these 13 years. So that was my passion, and I said, let me turn my passion into profession. And then I transited from whichever industry I was in to fitness industry, and I started to help people design programs and teach them what fitness means and how they can improve their lifestyle and become better. My journey has been really rewarding so far. I've already said that I'm really thankful to God and my mom, to always stand by me and help me do things that I wanted to do. So I grew up as not very qualified, experienced, a pro personal trainer to what I am today. So it's been really rewarding. I mean, if I really have to be thankful, I think I don't have enough words to say how thankful I am to God and to my mom to help me stand where I stand today. How I picked up my career, I think I've already explained that. So I was working as a door-to-door marketing executive. So I would go out and travel from one door to the other door. Back then there used to be a trend of doing marketing like that. So I used to do that when I was, I think, 19 years old. Then I worked in retail marketing. I used to work for Reebok and brands such as United Colors or Benetton. And then I transited to call center, and then at the end I realized, man, I have worked in door-to-door marketing. I have worked as a retail salesman or retail person. I have worked in call center, but this is not what I really wanted to do. So I was 23 years old and I realized that I really need to move out and follow what my heart says that I need to follow. And hence I joined fitness industry, and it's been really rewarding. Yeah, when it comes to helping people towards their fitness, I was always inclined towards it. I always wanted to help people to become fitter. But back then it was not a choice, it was a compulsion, because I did not have enough money to pay my gym fee when I was, I don't know, 18 or 19 years old. So I cracked up a deal with the gym owner that I'm going to train at your gym, and if anybody needs any sort of help from me regarding their exercise or training, I would do that. So this is what I used to do back then. Then what I was doing turned out to be so fruitful for a lot of people that they actually got good results. And when I moved out of that gym and I was working full-time as a marketing executive or a salesman or a call center executive, I always made sure that if I could not train people, I at least trained myself. So the regime was really tough. The time management was really tough for me. I still remember, I used to get dropped at 4 o'clock in the morning, and that was the time I used to go run because that was a part of my regime back then. So it had always been inside me as a passion to train people, and I'm really thankful to God that I got to join fitness industry later, and then I was able to turn my passion into profession and then help people improve their lifestyle, improve their health, improve their fitness, to help them manage their weight properly. So that's what it is. Well, to talk about significant client transformations, there are a lot of clients that I've trained in the last 13 years. So it's pretty tough for me to pick up one or two specific clients or students that I've trained. But if I really have to come to that point, then I would say one of my clients is Anshuman. He came with issues such as overweight and a lot of lower back pain, but also he was really dedicated and hardworking to be able to overcome those issues, and he also religiously followed the training program that I had given to him and the times that I was training him. So I'm actually proud of all my clients. They've been really consistent with their habits and training, and of course the results that they got were the results they were expecting. Well, I guess the most challenging part of the training is when clients come to me with multiple injuries, and then I really have to strike a balance between how to help them achieve their fitness goals, and yet at the same time make sure that they overcome their injuries. So finding that balance sometimes is tough, but it can be figured with right expertise. And if you have dealt with the same sort of injury in the past, or if you have learned how to deal with that injury with professionals such as physiotherapists. So I have been really blessed to be surrounded with good fitness professionals who still are physiotherapists. And while I was growing myself up as a trainer, I had spent enough time, or a lot of time, with them to learn about specific injuries or issues, especially the most common one that we meet on a regular basis. And now, because I have learned from them how to deal with it, I'm able to help my clients, or I'm able to help that individual who comes to me with multiple injuries or with multiple issues. This is how I won over them. If I have to give an example, like there's so many examples, I don't know which one to pick. So I have had people with disc bulge. I have had people with shoulder injury, because of which they were not even training for 6 months. I have had people with right after a hernia surgery. And for me to be able to, in the mindset where I do not deteriorate their existing condition and yet help them achieve their fitness goals, was one of the biggest challenge. But I dealt with them, I helped them. I cannot name them, of course, for obvious reasons, because I do not want to break the privacy of my clients. But they're still training with me. They're doing really good. They have no issues whatsoever, and they're still becoming a better student or a client or a fitness enthusiast every single day. How do I manage my time? I manage my time by making a timetable, by making a schedule. So I have different sort of schedules, such as fitness schedule. So I always fix a fitness goal for 2 months in advance, and then I work towards it. It could be running, it could be gymming, it could be cycling, it could be participating into kettlebell sport, it could be a push-up challenge. Like, it has to be some sort of goal. There has to be some sort of goal that I'm moving towards. So this is done 2-3 months in advance when it comes to my fitness. When it comes to my clients, I always book their sessions 24 to 48 hours in advance to make sure that they know their time and I know my time, and I'm present for them. So on a micro level, if I have to talk about how minutely I do it, so I already know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. So what time I'm waking up, what time I'm having my meal, then what time I'm training, what time I'm coming back home, what time I'm gonna do my chores at my house, what time I'm training my clients again, and then I'm gonna go out and spend time with my son or with my family. So if you design a schedule, if you design a timetable and you stick to it, if you can foresee what's going to happen in coming 2 days, then it becomes easier to manage your time. That's how I manage it. Well, when some client is not able to achieve his or her goal, I think it's a collective responsibility. It's not a blame game that I'm responsible or you're responsible. We'll have to see why the desired results aren't coming. What's missing? Is there something that client is hiding from you? Is there something that I am not doing properly to be able to help this client achieve his or her fitness goals? So when it happens, usually it doesn't, but when it happens, I do sit with my client, or I take a call with them and I ask them, hey, I don't see that the results are coming as we expected, or they should have been better than what they are right now. So what's missing? Do you think something extra that I can do from my end for you to be able to achieve your fitness goals? Or is there something that you are tweaking and you're not telling me that is impacting our results negatively. And then we both decide, meaning me and my client, and then we get to a conclusion. Then we write that goal down. So it goes on an email that this is what you said, this is what I said, this is what we decided. Now we have to work towards this common goal. And this is how we overcome our challenges that we have in case if any of my clients is not able to achieve his or her fitness goal. What do you have to train your mind on before taking a transformation? There are only two things which are required: discipline and consistency. If you can be disciplined on the things which your personal trainer has asked you to do, and if you're consistent with your training program and your nutrition program and your resting patterns, you are gonna get to your desired goals. Consistency is the key to success. All right. So when somebody takes transformation with me, I sit down with them and I always tell them, here is our consultation session today. What do you want? Now that client explains to me the goal he or she wants to achieve. Then while I'm sitting there, I'm listening to them and noting it down. I tell them you can or you can't achieve in the desired period of time. But there are some certain goals that you can achieve, and I'm going to write them down for you. This is what you can achieve practically and organically, which means, naturally this is what you can achieve. And then once that's written, we both agree, client and me, we both agree that this is what we need to do. This is the kind of food that you're going to eat, and this is the kind of training program that you're going to follow to be able to achieve that you wanted to achieve. If there are impractical goals, I always tell them this is impractical. If you try too hard to do it, it's going to be too soon, and then you're probably going to end up not following the plan properly. So slow and steady wins the race. Yet, you need to achieve something in the desired period of time, and to be able to do that, just be consistent, just be disciplined. My training tip for the beginners is try to be very consistent with your training, even if sometimes you feel that you're not able to achieve the results that you wanted. Just be consistent, tweak your training a little bit, take professional advice from a qualified fitness professional, and then you will see that your body will start to transform as you want it to. It may take some time, so all I'm saying is this: just try to be patient. And also it's good to have a role model or a person who inspires you when you go to the gym, but always have this thing at back of your head that that your role model have spent enough time to be able to look the way he or she looks. So you may want to spend same time to be able to look like them. So give it some time. Patience is the key to success. About the nutrition tip, I would say be natural. Our natural resources of food have enough capacity to be able to help us in the initial phase of the training. And I'm not talking about athletes, I'm talking about general population that goes to gym and they just want to keep themselves fit. So try to avoid or loading yourself body up right from the day one with substances such as pre-workouts and too much BCAA, too much protein or creatine or any legal stuff that is allowed to be taken. Before you want to incorporate that in your nutrition, you may want to take a professional advice from a registered dietitian or a qualified nutritionist. And then if they say that this is the right time for you and yes, there is no harm and the product is safe, then you can go ahead and start to take that. Keep it safe.
मैं मन्नू की मम्मी बोल रही हूँ। मन्नू मेरा बेटा है। मुझे पता है वो क्या करता है। कैटल बेल खेलता है, एक्सरसाइज करता है, दूसरों को ट्रेन करता है और घर के प्रति और अपने काम के प्रति बहुत फेथफुल है। वो कोई भी काम मेहनत से ही करता है और जो काम कहता है वो पूरा करके रखता है, इसलिए मुझे उस पर बहुत प्राउड है। थैंक यू।
Hi, my name is Taz Dunstan. I am Manu's partner, fiance and soon to be wife. I'm so honoured to be able to have the opportunity to voice how proud of this man I am, both personally and professionally. I met Manu in 2018 when we were both competing in the Arnold's in Melbourne, which is a big sporting event, both in kettlebells, and I was just blown away by his humble nature for someone so talented in his field, clearly an elite athlete and recognised for that as a repeated world champion, to still be so lovely and patient and considerate of all of the other athletes and the event organisers was really, really inspiring. So our relationship stemmed from there. Having a laugh, both fitness professionals. As a fitness professional myself and athlete, I can 100% vouch for his credibility as a really genuine, committed and talented athlete, and it takes combinations of fields to bring things together regardless of whatever the circumstances. Manu doesn't make excuses. He embraces challenges and overcomes them as a way of life for him, and it really is incredible. It would be so easy to join the masses and say, oh, it's too hard, I can't. His ability to compartmentalise and cope with high stress situations, to still be consistent both for his clients and his family, is truly remarkable. I am so grateful to have him in my life, again, personally and professionally. We have joined our business together, and I am so grateful to have him on board to add so much wealth to our business as Excel Personal Training. We established our platform online, so before COVID happened we were already COVID proof, which again is something I'm really grateful for, and I cannot speak highly enough of him as a person, as an athlete, as a fitness professional. He is amazing, and any client that has him on board is getting incredible value for what he puts in. Thanks so much, Manu. You are amazing. I'm really grateful to be able to share this with you. Congratulations.
नमस्ते सभी को, मेरा नाम अंशुमन है और ये वीडियो मैं बना रहा हूँ अपने कोच और अपने सर के लिए, अपने टीचर के लिए, मनीष रोहिल के लिए, मिस्टर मनु रोहिल के लिए। जब मैंने उनसे ट्रेनिंग करना स्टार्ट किया था तो मेरे को लोअर बैक इश्यूज़ थे बहुत ही ज़्यादा, मतलब बहुत फिजियोस ट्राई किए, बहुत डॉक्टर्स ट्राई किए, बहुत एक्सपर्ट्स की एडवाइस ली, बहुत कुछ ट्राई किया, पर पेन परमानेंटली कभी गया नहीं। और तो जब मैंने अपने सर के पास में गया लोअर बैक पेन के साथ, तो उस समय जब लोअर पेन ज़्यादा था तो मैं ट्रेनिंग भी ज़्यादा नहीं कर पा रहा था, तो इस वजह से मेरा वज़न भी काफ़ी बढ़ गया था और हाँ, ये कुछ इश्यूज़ थे मेरे साथ। तो जब मैं उनके पास गया तो पहली चीज़ तो उन्होंने मेरे को ये समझाई कि आप इस लोअर बैक पेन को अपनी सबकॉन्शियस माइंड से निकाल दो कि आपको कभी पेन है और इसके बारे में बात करना बंद करो और भूल जाओ आपको कभी पेन है ये। तो पेन तो उन्होंने मेरा 10 से 15 से 20 दिन में ही ठीक कर दिया था, लेकिन वो वापस नहीं आया। उसके लिए स्ट्रेंथनिंग, स्ट्रेचिंग, मोबिलिटी सब कुछ चलता रहा। तो मेरा ये एक्सपीरियंस रहा इनके साथ कि इन्होंने मेरे को बहुत ही अच्छे से एजुकेट किया, बहुत अच्छे से मूवमेंट्स बताए, ट्रेनिंग एफिकेसी क्या होती है कि ट्रेनिंग करने के समय एफिशिएंटली ट्रेन कैसे करते हैं, मूवमेंट्स प्रॉपर फॉर्म से करें, बिल्कुल क्लीन तरीके से करें, तो उससे आपके रिज़ल्ट्स में कितना फ़र्क आता है। अगर आपको कुछ बताया गया है कि आपको इतना करना है और इतने समय के रेस्ट पे करना है या कब कब कैसे कैसे क्या करना है, तो उससे बहुत ही फ़र्क आया। और लोअर बैक पेन तो फिर कभी आया ही नहीं, बल्कि मैं ट्रेनिंग में ऐसी चीज़ें करने लग गया कि जो मैंने कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि मैं कर सकता हूँ। डेड लिफ्ट या स्क्वाट्स हैवी करना ये सब तो आम सी बात हो गई थी, बल्कि जैसे कोई भी एक अच्छा एथलीट मतलब ही कैन थ्रो हिज बॉडी अराउंड, मतलब कहीं भी ग्राउंड पे अपनी बॉडी को फेंक सकता है, उछल कूद कर सकता है, किसी भी तरह की एक्टिविटी कर सकता है, कोई भी दीवार उछल के चढ़ सकता है, कोई भी पेड़ पे चढ़ सकता है। तो ये सब चीज़ें ट्रेनिंग की तरह से मेरे सब इतना स्ट्रांग हो गया कि मैं कुछ भी एक्टिविटी डेली लाइफ में कर सकता था। या कुछ भी आप डेली लाइफ में कुछ वज़न उठा के आपको कहीं से कहीं रखना है, तो कोई चैलेंज नहीं था कभी भी। और कमर दर्द तो ठीक हो ही गया था। तो ये चीज़ और वेट भी फिर जैसे जैसे एक्टिविटी बढ़ी, चीज़ें करनी है, तो वेट तो अपने आप ठीक हो ही गया। तो मतलब ये मेरे लाइफ के लिए बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ थी कि मेरा एक यंग एज में, जब मैं 24, 25, 26 साल का था, उस एज में मेरे कमर दर्द आ गया था। तो मेरी यहाँ कि मैं डॉक्टर्स के चक्कर काट रहा था, फिजियोज़ के चक्कर काट रहा था, फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट के पास जा रहा था, स्पोर्ट्स फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट के पास जा रहा था, एक्सपर्ट्स के पास जा रहा था, जिनके पास कोई इलाज नहीं था, बस वो मेरे को ड्रैग कर रहे थे। उसके बाद सर के साथ ट्रेनिंग चलती रही। तो बीच में किसी कारण कुछ गैप आया था, ट्रेनिंग कुछ समय के लिए छोड़ दी थी। तो मेरे को एक शोल्डर में इशू आया था। मेरे को शोल्डर में काफ़ी पेन रहता था और शोल्डर काफ़ी फ्रीज़ हो जाता था मेरा। तो शोल्डर पेन भी सर ने मेरा ही मैंने डॉक्टर्स वगैरह से कंसल्ट किया, मेरे को कोई परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन मिला नहीं। शोल्डर पेन के लिए भी सर ने किस तरह से अपने ब्रेन को ट्रेन करना है कि हमें अपना पेन कैसे ठीक करना है, सर ने मूवमेंट्स करा के उसको रिकवर कराया, चीज़ें कराई, स्लोली ग्रेजुअली ठीक करा। और मेरे को इंटरनेशनल इवेंट वर्ल्ड लेवल पे ऑस्ट्रेलिया मेलबर्न गए खेलने। वहाँ पे उन्होंने मेरे को वर्ल्ड स्टेज पे खड़ा करा कि मैं वो इवेंट खेल सकूं, केटलबेल इवेंट, जिसमें ज़्यादातर कंधा ही यूज़ होता है, शोल्डर ही यूज़ होता है। तो वहाँ खेल पाया। और जहाँ मैं 2 16 किलो की केटलबेल्स के साथ प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था, सर ने 6 महीने के अंदर ही मुझे 2 24 किलो की केटलबेल से खिलाया, जो एक बहुत बड़ा जंप होता है किसी के लिए भी। तो वहाँ जाके हमने खेला। तो सर के राइट गाइडेंस से और जितनी ईमानदारी से सर ने हमको चीज़ें बताई, जितनी इंटेलिजेंटली सर ने हमको चीज़ें बताई, हमने फॉलो किया, सर ने हमको कराया। तो शोल्डर पेन, बैक पेन, वेट इश्यूज़, ये सब इश्यूज़ सॉल्व होते चले गए। और ओवरऑल लाइफ भी हेल्दी होती चली गई। तो इट वाज अ हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल। और सर ने हमको कभी भी कोई गलत सप्लीमेंट खाने के लिए या किसी की भी तरह की कोई बात नहीं की। उन्होंने कहा नेचुरल तरीके से अपनी बॉडी को फिट बनाना है और मेहनत करके अपनी बॉडी को फिट बनाना है, जैसे कोई भी एक अच्छा एथलीट करना चाहेगा। और उनकी ट्रेनिंग के बारे में बस लास्ट बात मैं यही कहना चाहूँगा, जितनी ईमानदारी से उन्होंने ट्रेनिंग कराते हैं, तो मैं ऐसे किसी कोच, सर, ट्रेनर के मेरी कभी किसी से ऐसे मिला नहीं, मैं ऐसे किसी से। Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching this video at bodyandstrength.com. I hope it inspires you all, and for more workout related, health related and nutrition related videos, keep watching bodyandstrength.com.